What's your name, man?
Kendrick.
I'm James. Pleasure to meet you, Kendrick.
James.
Likewise.
Where are you from?
Australia. What about you?
From California.
Respect, my man. Cool.
Okay, so
I'll start it up. You can talk to someone else if you want, bro.
let's just put up the subject where, like you said, that hey, if I want to get big, I'm eating this meat.
Oh, okay.
As far as plant-based diet and whatnot, that's not happening. So let's just start from there. As far
do
as
you have your phone on you?
I do.
Wait, I'll show you some vegan bodybuilders, man.
I did show
They
him.
have paper thin skin. They're on something. I don't want to see.
He thinks they're on
somebody
juice.
on juice. I don't want to see
okay.
no juiced up bodybuilders. They don't count.
I got you. So what is it that you think is in meat that you can't find in plants?
All right. One,
Yeah.
because it takes your body longer to digest it. It keeps you full longer.
Can I just stop you right there? It actually takes meat a lot longer. Like plants, that's why we have a long intestines, so that the plants can be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If, by me eating meat, if it keeps me full longer all day,
Okay.
which means I can gradually get the sustenance I need from it. Versus, let's say I went on an all salad diet.
No. That ain't what I'm saying. No. That ain't what I'm saying either. That ain't what I'm saying either. I would not recommend that to anybody.
You wouldn't get big.
Nah, I agree. Of course
No
not.
one would get big on lettuce.
No. But
no one would get big
But
on
what
lettuce.
you can get big on are foods like.
Oh,
Well, first.
thank you. Did
Yeah.
you say like
What did she say?
You say like my titty?
That's a damn good
I
compliment.
don't know, man.
How about this, man? Let's say this, that you can get every single essential nutrient you need, all the protein you need, minus the cholesterol and the saturated fats, still feel totally satisfied and full, and get just as good gains. Let's say that's
I
possible.
don't argue that. What I argue is just stopping the cycle of life. Even if these animals weren't, even if they weren't factory produced,
Yeah.
and put on a conveyor belt or brought down a line and gunned them all so we could eat them. Even if that wasn't the case, there has to be some form of population control.
Let me tell you right there. Okay, right now we kill 70 billion land animals for our food and about 2.7 trillion sea animals. The reason why those animals are here is because we created demand for them. So they actually rape animals. They restrain them, they shove semen into them so they breed more and more and more.
Speed the process.
The population control is simply you stop creating a demand for the animal products and they stop creating a supply. And as the demand for animal products decreases, the amount of animals bred into existence decreases as well.
Understood. But how are we going to feed the 7-point-something billion?
That's a great question. Right now, to feed these animals, it takes about 6 to 15 times more food to fatten them up. So we give them this huge amount of food and get them fat, and we take back this tiny little bit of steak. So actually what we could do with the 20,000 children that starve every single day, if we redistributed just a portion of the grain that we fed these animals, theoretically we could end world hunger about 13 times, I've read. So it's actually, to feed all these new humans and the ones already starving, this is the best way to do it, man. We would save huge amounts of food.
So is the problem the amount of plants we're wasting to feed them, or the fact that we're killing them the way we're killing them?
Well, there are two problems with the same core, because to fill the demand for the people's taste of flesh, because everybody wants to eat meat, everyone wants to eat bodies. That means we need to get it somehow. We waste all this food on them. If the demand for that was gone, we wouldn't have that problem. But it's not just about we need to feed all the people. That's a big problem, especially if you're one of those hungry people. And that alone is a big enough reason to switch to a plant-based diet. But aside from that, the killing is immoral in itself. These animals, just like you and just like me and just like every other human, we're animals too. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah, we're another species, one of about 8 million, I believe. We have a heart, we have a brain, so do they. They look different, and that's why this happens to them. They can't talk in the way that we do. They communicate, but not like in the way we do. So that's why we do this to them, man. We rape them into existence. They scream, but we don't hear it. It falls on deaf ears. And then we use them as meat, egg, or milk slaves. They're just for the product. They're not free. And then, when they stop producing enough products, we slit all their throats and we feast on their murdered bodies.
Man, not to sound like a dick, but it sounds like what we do to each other. We worried about these animals.
I agree.
We should be worried about, yeah, that's a problem. I can dig it. Yeah.
Brother, I agree with you.
people, we're living in a consumer society.
I know.
Coats come off those animals. Manure to feed the grass that they eat comes out of them.
Yeah.
So to some extent, the shit that's happening to them,
I got answers for you. I
That's all material.
appreciate your comment though. Thank you for sticking with me. We can make coats out of many different materials in 2018. We don't need to wear the skins of murdered beings anymore, right? Where there are other ways to create crops and food and gardening and all these things without manure, veganic gardening, which is actually much healthier for the environment as well. I couldn't agree more strongly with you. This is just like what we do to humans. Do you know where they got the model for the Holocaust? Slaughterhouses, the production line in slaughterhouses. Do you know, this is the original form of discrimination, man. Kids, when they're born, love dogs, pat dogs, kill and eat pigs, cows, chickens, fish. What's the difference? Just how they look. How much easier is it going to be? We got a lot of problems in society and we should fight for all of them. How much easier is it going to be when we grow up with an ethic of non-violence to everyone? Not just certain, oh, how do you look? Yeah, you're the ones that we can kill and stab. You're the ones that we can't. Like, you know, man. You know exactly where I'm coming from with racism. I'm sure you've been growing up with that shit, that fucking bullshit your whole life.
yeah, but this like I said, in order to stop that, you basically have to tell everybody, hey, what we're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
we're doing is wrong, and we want you to change what you want.
And let me tell you how easy it is to change. You already buy cow's milk, go like this, get soy, rice, almond, coconut, hazelnut milk. You're already going to get a burrito, delicious burrito. Instead of sour cream, get guacamole. Instead of meat, get beans. More nutritious, no cholesterol, no one got stabbed in the throat. You want to get spaghetti bolognese, we got vegan meat. You want to go get a pizza, we got vegan cheese. We got it all, man. So your change isn't even fucking big. You want to get a jacket, boom, don't wear someone's skin. It's not hard. How often do you eat? Every single day, man. How often do you contribute to any other injustices? Like you're saying, I agree with you, by the way, this is bad. So there's a lot of human shit as well. We're all connected, we're all family, and most people aren't causing harm in their daily life. They get up, they go to work, they drive their car, a bit of fossil fuels, maybe they get some plastic, but 3 times a day people are paying other people to stab sentient beings to death so they can eat their body. You know what I'm saying? So I think this should
That's a good point too, what you just brought up.
Yeah.
You talking about shutting down people's jobs. People gotta eat.
Let me ask you, hey bro, what if there was a slave owner? Are you gonna care about his job, or are you gonna say, fuck that, it's about the victim?
But they're not human. That's where the line
Okay,
stops.
no, and that's what's interesting.
They're not human.
I know that, and so this is what I want you to ask, man. What is so different between us and them that makes it wrong to stab each other, but okay to stab them?
What makes it different
Yeah.
is the fact that
Jesus said it's okay.
Jesus said, "Thou shalt not kill."
No, Jesus. Matter of fact, not even Jesus. God said, "Eat the fish of the sea and the fowl of the air."
Do you know what he
the
said?
Creator of all things.
Chapter 1.
What?
Chapter 1, he said,
Let there be light.
He said some things, this is one of them. I give you every plant and fruit-bearing tree. That will be your food. That was before sin. That's in the Garden of Eden, which was vegan. Do you really think Jesus would condone unnecessary violence? Unnecessary.
well, he pulled out, how many fish did he pull out, bro? With the loaves of bread?
Yo, let me say this. In a time that maybe that was necessary, there was no other food around. We're 2,000 years on. Do you think that the Lamb of God, the Prince of Peace, would be okay with these sentient babies getting stabbed in the throat? Sentient is conscious and aware of your own life.
Man, I'll put it to you like this.
I learned a new word. That's good.
If
Respect,
y'all
my man.
if y'all can explain why sheep just follow each other, one sheep will walk off the edge of the
I got a
cliff,
great question.
and the
I got
other
a great
one's
answer.
right behind him.
Yeah, I got a great answer.
Like, yo,
You make
if they-
such a good
If they
point.
really are that sentient, get out the way, bro. If you can show me,
Yo, I
you
got
don't need
the
to get nailed in the head with the rest of them, do so.
I got
Be
the perfect analogy for you. First of all, when they're getting nailed in the head, they got nowhere else to turn. They're getting stabbed and prodded the whole way with electric prods. You're saying about them walking off the cliff? That is exactly what we are doing right now as humans. We're eating this food that is giving us heart disease, cancers, and diabetes, and everyone's just meat, dairy, eggs. We're walking off the same cliff, and it's not just a cliff with our nutrition, it's with how destructive the foods we eat are to our environment. Worse than all the planes, trains, and automobiles combined. We're all just following it, eating our burgers as we walk off the cliff, man. You made the exact point. If humans are so smart, why are we doing that? And then it brings me to this point. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about how smart their civilization is or how smart ours is. It's about simply not causing harm where possible. And that should be the priority, man, because you know that harm is the worst thing that could happen to you. You suffering, nothing is worse. That means that the thing you should extend to others is that same compassion you would want to be shown when it comes to not causing suffering.
I'll go back to the point of people losing their jobs.
Yeah, it's a great point. It's a great
Are
point.
you saying all those people gotta find a new practice now?
I'll say this.
Because
I got an answer for you. It's a great question because I care about them too. Even though they're stabbing all these animals, they're in a society that has taught them this is natural, normal, and necessary. So I got no hate on people doing that. I was doing it until 5 years ago, paying other people to do it for me. This isn't going to end overnight. Change will be gradual. Demand will come down. People will change. They will move into other areas. For example, dairy farmers are changing it from dairies to berries, berry farms. There are going to be other foods coming out and other options and solar panel farms and wind turbine farms. They're all going to have other jobs. The point is we shouldn't keep slavery alive. We shouldn't keep murder alive. We shouldn't keep our immoral job alive because of the perpetrators of the violence. We should, more important than that are the victims. More important than that, by far, are the victims of violence. Do we care about the victims or do we care about the ones profiting off the oppression?
honestly,
It'll take time, man. We'll have to find things for them to do, but we will find it. We're very smart.
There are solutions, but right now, what you're asking for, what everybody's asking for is
The end to animal
decades.
exploitation. Maybe.
Decades,
Hey, and
maybe centuries out.
You're right. You know, Richard Branson, who owns Virgin Airlines, he reckons in 30 years, no one will be eating animals anymore. 30 years. Regardless of whether it's 30 years or 3,000 years, what are you going to do, man? Because are you going to continue creating a demand and be on the side of violence and oppression and slavery and killing? Or are you going to be on the side of peace and compassion and justice for all beings? And that's the choice you got today, man. Now that you've heard about this and you know that there's another path, doesn't mean you're going to go vegan overnight, but what it can mean is that being aware that there's another path that is far superior in all the ways, including health, which I know you care about, maybe start checking what this path is all about. And maybe if that's all you do from tonight, that'll be a really good start.
I'll agree with you. I'm not going to discredit anything you guys are doing. I think it's awesome.
Thanks, man.
I really do. There are no ifs, ands, or buts to it. It's just what we're looking for right now, because I don't like seeing that.
Yeah, I understand. It ain't good.
This has been going on, honestly, before we were here.
No
In
doubt.
order to get that to stop, like I said, you're asking somebody to basically, I need you to find out a way to build a computer without using any of the parts that were previously here. I need you to make a phone without any schematics.
Nah.
Yeah, we kind of have.
We already got it. We already got
We
it.
have an idea, but there's a
Brother,
lot of people on this planet. man.
that's why we got to do it. We already have more than enough food. We already have more than enough land. We're wasting land. We're wasting water. We're polluting the world. We're killing the animals. We're killing ourselves. I'm not saying reinvent the wheel. I'm saying this path is leading us to a good place, and the one we're already on is leading us off the cliff. And we need everyone just to be like, yo, peel off, hurry the fuck up, peel off now. And that's what I'm encouraging you, not just for them and not just for your health, for your soul, man. Because when you know about an injustice like this and you do nothing, and worse than do nothing, you continue purchasing the products and paying for it to happen, that's bad for your karma, dude. If you believe in that shit, that's bad energy, man.
He finally got to you. Okay.
No, all I'm saying is, besides
He's
the
over
food
there and they
portion,
have like 5 people on him.
No, that's cool. It takes time.
the food is one thing, but like I said, man, if you get these people to stop wearing leather belts,
Yeah.
want to have
Well, we got
leather
vegan belts. We got vegan shoes.
Look,
Like
they make leather out of
pineapple, mushroom, pork.
Yeah.
You know, Tesla Motors, all their cars now are vegan leather. It's a superior leather.
I feel it,
It's the future, man.
but for now, y'all gonna have to convince not me, because
No, I do have to convince you, because you're, unfortunately, I'm not saying this to point blame, because I was there too, but you're part of the problem, man. You're part of the problem. While you're still purchasing meat, dairy, and eggs and leather, that's because of you. You might as well do it yourself.
No.
No, you are. If I pay you to kill, we're equally responsible for that murder. That's a fact in this country. That's what happens in the court of law.
I'm not paying them.
You're talking
I'm not
to
paying them
you're talking
to
to
kill
two
cows.
veterans.
I'm not
I
paying him to
respect
kill a cow.
all you've done. Hey.
What I'm paying you for,
We
what I'm
had-
paying you for
we
is your
had to
ability
kill
to
people-
produce.
we had to
So if
kill
that
people
means you
for
have to do some extra
$700
shit that's
every
evil
2
on your
weeks.
part,
We
that's
had
nothing to
kill
do with me.
humans
Yeah, I'm sorry to
for
hear that, man.
$700 every 2 weeks. So
you
we're
get that back
talking
a bit?
about killing animals
Yeah.
for a far higher price. We're the wrong people to tell about getting paid for killing.
Nah,
You know
what I'm saying, man.
I mean, and then when you really want to think about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking about things dying and all that other stuff, right? All right, like I told my man, in the wild, an animal is gonna die victim to another animal. That's just natural selection, right?
Sometimes.
No, all the time.
Se- seven-
No,
se-
all
75
the time.
75
No, 100% of the time.
75% of animals are herbivores.
Hold on a second.
That's a fact.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Those herbivores
Yeah.
will 98% of the time be killed by a carnivore. Now, this is what I'm telling you, okay?
I don't think that's true, but anyway.
If a human is in the wild for any reason whatsoever,
Yeah.
an animal will devour that human. Have you ever watched when animals go wild?
Of course, man. Of course, I've seen
You
all
see
that.
what I'm
But
saying?
let me tell you
So
the
here's
difference.
thing.
Well, here's the difference.
You want me?
Yeah, I
You
do.
want me
A
to
man
say-
of the 21st century that has an option.
But this
You
is-
have an option. You're not in the
Hey,
wild.
we're
You're
not
not
in
a
the wild
You're
right
not a
now.
lion, bro.
Animals-
We're not in the wild.
You
right now.
have
Are
the
you gonna go
option.
in the wild
No, they
right
don't,
now?
bro.
Animal can
Any of you
choose-
They
guys?
kill to survive.
Hey,
All good.
Hey, all,
They killed to
all
survive,
of
bro.
Everything that you
Are you gonna go to the wild
Hey,
right
you know
now?
what? You know what?
Are any of
You
you
know
guys
what?
gonna go to the
I'm
wild
gonna
right
tell you
now?
something.
Yo.
This has
I'll tell you something
this has
about
nothing to
evolution.
do with nothing
I'll tell you
right
something.
now.
No, I'm gonna tell you about evolution.
Go.
I'm gonna tell you about evolving, right?
Yeah.
You know what happened? We no longer have to take a club and hit an animal over the head
Yeah.
in order to eat. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. You know
And hold on.
Same shit, though. Same
How
thing
many more
happened.
humans are there on Earth now? So we have to kill animals.
I already explained
we
this.
have to mass slaughter animals in order to
we
feed
don't.
the masses.
Yeah, and you guys are
Incorrect.
paying for it. You guys are paying for it. Yeah, you guys are
I
supporting
already
it.
explained.
You guys
I
are
appreciate
paying
your
for
time,
it.
man. Thank you very much.
I'm just saying. You know why?
But brother, look.
We are here
It's almost
live
Can I respond to what you said then? Because I'll let you speak.
at Hollywood.
We kill a lot of animals, man. The point is that we have an option. We don't have to kill to survive. We're not lying. So and I'm proof of that. For 5 years, I haven't been killing and eating animals. So that's part of evolution too. One more thing. You said there's a lot of humans on the planet. We waste 6 to 12 times more food fattening up animals than what we take from them. So we would save a huge amount of food that we could redistribute if we stopped fattening the animals up with that food. It's a solution for both things, man.
That's why we're giving them steroids now.
Regardless of what we give them, man. Hey, one more thing about the killing, man. You killed because you felt like you were doing the right thing, I assume. Oh, okay, well, I assume that. So why did you do it?
Because
If you don't mind me asking.
Because that
Okay.
was-
So survival. You had to do it to survive,
That
basically.
was what my commander-in-chief told me I have to do.
Yeah.
And whether I like Trump or not, due to what I was taught in the military, if anyone out here was to attack Trump, I would attack them first.
No
because
worries.
it is my job as a veteran of the United States
Yeah,
Navy
yeah.
to protect my commander-in-chief with all of
No
me.
worries. That's cool. I respect that. You're a very loyal person. What I assume though is that you're not somebody who promotes needless violence.
No.
No, and that's neither am I. That's where we agree. The only thing we disagree on, but I don't understand why you disagree with me, because consuming animal products and this is needless violence.
I'm not saying that you guys have a bad cause. I'm not saying
Not at
that.
all.
I applaud your
Yeah.
cause. I applaud your tenacity.
Thanks.
And how you stand for your beliefs. You
For
know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure.
Likewise.
Just
Likewise.
personally, I'm a meat eater.
So was
Sorry,
I.
guys,
Nah, the thing to be sorry, man, is that look. I guess what I'm just trying to get you to connect with is
It's
that
not that I don't agree with you. It's just I'm not
you're in
ready
a
for
habit.
change.
Okay, and that is
saying?
now that's the fucking truth.
No, that's it.
I'll respect truth
know
when
what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
it.
Yeah.
You're not ready to change.
Yeah.
What I'll say to you is one more thing, and I'll let you on your way.
Yeah.
'Cause I appreciate both your time. I hope you're ready for that change real soon, man, because it's going to be one of the best things you ever do. And secondly, those changes, they can be small, man. Next time you go buy some milk, buy soy milk. That's it.
I'm a soy milk advocate all
Hey,
day.
all right, guys, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for all you've done. That's good in this world, and I wish you all the best in your future.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
All right, bro.
Thanks, my man.
Amazing.